So, as of late, a lot of people have been unfortunately stuck in their homes as a result of the coronavirus. Now, a lot of people have been thinking, so what companies could I buy that would profit during a time when most stocks are down or only recovering in this market? Now, one of those stocks actually is Zoom. And if we look at the 3 month chart here on Zoom, we can see that 3 months ago in January, they were virtually worth half of what they are worth now, only $70 or less than half actually. And after the coronavirus was becoming apparent, they actually ran up all the way to $155, $160, but unfortunately they were never able to break that level. Now, once the stock market crashed, they dropped all the way to a price of $115 around that mark. And I would honestly say that Zoom has a strong price of around $150, $145, but no more than there. Now, as we saw, it was around stabilized at that price, $149, $150. However, Zoom today in the 1 day chart has rocketed over $20 in 1 day or close to it. Now, how is this possible? Why did this happen? Now, today in the SPY chart, if we take a look over here, we can see that the SPY had an absolutely huge candle today, ripping down almost 400 points in less than a couple minutes. Now, the reason for this is that remdesivir, a drug that was poised to be the solution to the coronavirus crisis, actually started its first study in China, and the results came back very negative. A lot of people are very bearish now on the stock market recovering soon, as the drug did not work as intended, and a lot of people could not recover quicker, and maybe even were hurt by the fact that they were taking remdesivir during the time of recovery. Now, additionally, if we look at this article over here by The Motley Fool, we can see that they say why Zoom video stock was surging today. And one of the main reasons that they say is a milestone in user growth. As we can see, Zoom had a blog post today where they explained that they reached 300 million daily meeting participants. This means that every day there's over 300 million people making and being a part of Zoom calls and essentially giving them business. So at the beginning of April, this was only 200 million and 10 million before the pandemic, which is a ridiculous jump in users that we haven't seen for a very long time with any company. Now, what this means for Zoom is essentially today they grew 12%, but what this means is that as the coronavirus goes on and as people are staying at home, more and more people are forced to sign up to this service to continue doing what they have been doing on a daily basis. Now, a lot of people have the question, well, I already missed out on the bounce, and you're telling me that Zoom is much overpriced. How can I still make money with such an overbought stock? And what I say to that is that solution is option spreads. So as you can see down here, I have been looking at the option spreads on Zoom and they actually are still very expensive. So today is Thursday the 23rd. However, although Robinhood doesn't allow me to see the May 24th options because they're expiring in 1 day, they were actually worth very much. And well, actually we can look at them over here. I'll go back to the other screen. We can see that well, today I made a profit of over $36 just trading this. This is the play I made right here. So I purchased the Zoom 157 put, or I sold it, the Zoom 157 puts, and I bought the 155 to cover my risk. And what this essentially means when you sell a put is that you think the stock is going to remain above this level. So with the strong price action of Zoom and the fact that many people are going to have to stay home for an extended period of time, a lot of people are very bullish on this stock and think that it's going to go up in the near to long future. So what that means is when I purchased this contract for Friday, this credit spread, I was actually able to capitalize on a lot of people thinking that the stock was going to go bullish. Even though the puts went down in value towards the end of the day, I was able to buy this for around $38. And if I would have bought it at the beginning of the day, right now I'd be making over 100. However, since I bought in so late to make sure I don't make an error, which is obviously a good decision, I'm actually only up $13 on the day. And if you can see here, this is what I did. I sold the 157 put and I bought the 155 put to cover my risk, a total profit possibility of $25 at the moment, as you can see reflected here in the chart. And tomorrow morning, just when it opens, the contract will lose about half of its value because there's only 1 day left. When I bought it, it was 2 days left. And what that means is that I'm set to make a profit no matter what. There's no way that Zoom is going to, in its after hours, lose over $11 of its value. There's just simply no way, especially after such a strong showing of $20 a day. That's 13% in just a couple hours. So essentially, that's free money for me. And if I would have had more money, because I need to put down a $250 cash collateral, but if I would have had more money to invest, I could have potentially made 5, 6 times the profit easily if I was able to put down the credit spreads. Or if I had 100 of the stock and I simply sold these options, I could have made the full amount of the contract, which is over $65, as I know for a fact that it won't drop for that price. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and here I can show you again what I've made in the last month. I've actually been extremely profitable, and in the last month alone, if we can open it up here, let's wait for it to load. In the last month alone here, I've actually made over 1,300%. Like I told you guys earlier, I started with $12, and right now I'm sitting at around the $250 mark. When these contracts go expire tomorrow worthless and I make the full $25 of premium, I will be sitting at around $260, which is actually a very strong showing for my portfolio, and I'm very happy about this. And I hope you guys can continue the gains and follow these strategies to make some money yourselves. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good week.